ID Evoca. Let's get a sound check. Make sure I'm good audio-wise, that you can hear me. If I'm low, tell me I'm low. If I'm high, tell me I'm high. Even though I don't partake. Bob Shorkey, you're good. Thank you very much, sir. Greatly appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. Hope everybody's been blessed. Lord knows I've been blessed. Very, very blessed. And then I come in and mess it all up. That's typical of me, though. To have some of the greatest blessings and mess them all up. Done it many times over. Ain't nothing new. Maybe. Hey, Chris Lopez. I didn't think he was going to get to tune in at all. And he did. That's a miracle. The Flavor Vapor. What's good? Zach Hawkins. What's good, Joel? How are you, my friend? Hope you're blessed. Hope you're blessed. See if I can do a pop-out chat on this side over here. Let's see. Pop-out chat. And I'll do it right here. Large. And then zoom in on screen so I can see. And go live chat. There we go. RBMKII. Howdy, y'all. Joseph Walters, Cloud Chaser Vapor. What's good, man? How are you? How are you? Seen the title of the show? It says, well, thank you. What am I doing? I'm thanking you for tuning in tonight, man. I'm thanking you for being who you are. I'm thanking you for being where you are. I'm thanking you for doing what you do, feeling how you feel, expressing those thoughts, concerns. You know, our industry lately, man, we've been attacked left and right from the government, but yet that doesn't stop us from attacking each other from within. And I don't think we stop enough and just say thank you and be appreciative for what's been afforded to us, you know, and to know that we are getting to do something that many others have never had the opportunity to do, especially from like a creator standpoint. I'm not even going to consider myself really a creator because I don't make the best of entertaining content or anything along those lines. Consider myself more of a consultant designer to the industry and the community as well. There's a lot of stuff getting thrown around left and right, and I firmly believe that one's innocent until proven guilty. Two sides to every story. Don't pass judgment on one thing. You know what I mean? I'm not saying favor anybody's guilty or not. What I'm saying is I'd expect the community to be stronger and smart enough to understand that it's imperative that you let certain people take care of their concerns and affairs. It's not, I look crazy to have you guys go out and comment every time you've seen a copy of a profile deck or something like that. Doesn't make sense to me, man. You know, if you've ever commented bad on a profile video, please, by all means, or a profile copy deck or something, or an Instagram post, I'm asking you to go take it down. You know, thank them for solidifying the idea, the concept, the vision behind it. Go thank them for that. Don't bash them for that. You know, I take it as a great honor and great respect. We've seen it time and time again with different reviewers, creators, designers, where bad fallings out in business. And a lot of business happens behind closed doors because we don't understand that business. But the truth be told, as the viewers in the community out there, it ain't none of your damn business. And what do I mean by that is growing up, or my children, for example, I'm not going to say growing up and put it on my mom and dad. I'm going to put it on myself, and I'm going to eat the responsibility for this. But I'm going to say, there's a welcome to Texas. We got flying, crazy looking bugs. Don't know what the hell that is, but he's crazy looking. It's not my children's responsibility or concern of financial statement of the household, or like the groceries or a water bill. Like, oh man, the water bills due. It ain't none of their concern on how I conduct business to take care of making sure that the water bills due. Why? Because they're my children. That we like taking care of them. We pacify the problems, and we shelter the community from the problems of the industry. And why do you do that? You do that for the sake of the industry and the community as a whole. The community is the most valuable part of this whole damn equation. So what we have to do is ensure that you guys, the community, is not aware of the issues that are going on behind closed doors. Grown folks take care of business behind grown folks' closed doors. I'm not saying the community is not grown folks at all. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is there's a point in place in time for the community to be addressed on something and the industry to address something. Give the industry time to resolve their issues within themselves before ever taking it to a public platform. That's unnecessary. What that does is that starts drawing away again. About the time things start getting unified and we're on the forefront, we're fighting for a better cause, and everybody's on board. There's something that has to throw a fucking monkey wrench in the system that says, hey, you know what? No, we're not going to do that. And I get it. And trust me, dude, I understand completely. I wholeheartedly understand. But I have to say, and that thing's going to drive me nuts, whatever in the hell that is. But I have to tell you guys that we can't allow that to happen. We have to have a uniform mind and a cohesive mind to say, this is industry problems and this is community problems. Our community problems are the rights to vape, the freedom to have the option to go vape, the freedom to be able to provide a living for their households while having vape shops around the different locations and accessibility to the vape products. The industry's responsibility is to ensure that they have the legislators out there and doing their part. It's unified, but it's divided. I don't know if it makes any sense at all. If I'm just like throwing you for a loop, but that has to happen. And it's imperative that to be responsible in that situation and say, hey, look, guys, I know you may be offended by what's happening right now, and I don't agree with it either. But let's give ample time to figure this out and solve this problem. If nothing gets resolved, by all means, then you go do what you have to do and take legal action and courses accordingly. That's what businessmen do. It happens that way. And let me come here and catch the chat. I jumped right into it, guys, and I'm sorry as hell. Cool Limit says, my house is clean. There isn't bugs. How is everybody? Everybody good? I take it. I hope. Sorry about that. Little man playing his video game, hollering and screaming across the house. And I speak on this because I have respect for both parties involved. I do. Do I like both parties involved? No. But do I have respect for both parties involved? Yeah. Why? Because that's the mature thing to do. I have to do that. Nothing says that I have to like everybody. I don't have to like every company. I don't have to like every designer, every reviewer, every advisor, every consultant, every viewer. That's not reality. But I do respect both parties involved. And out of respect for both parties involved, I will not draw a conclusion or an assumption to the issues or matter at hand until both sides are heard. That's the way you handle yourselves, guys. And it's really heartbreaking to see a community so quickly to... Is it your place to speak on it? It's not. I was raised in a time where when grown folks was talking, you shut the fuck up. You sit back and mind your business. If it wasn't your business, don't make it your business. I'm not a spokesman. I'm not a whatever for either parties involved. I'm just viewing from the outside. Do I sympathize with one side? You're damn right I do. Do I sympathize with the other side? I do, because I understand business. I understand business is ugly. Business is nasty. Gregory Brown, respect to you, man. That Axial Pro, it is a banger. Look, if you like the Axial Pro, Gregory Brown, do yourself a solid, brother. Pick up an RDA for vaping as well. Between those two RDAs, I was able to set my profile aside and vape something else for a minute. And I said it in video, guys. It's hard for me to do that. Like, and that's not being arrogant or cocky or confident, conceited, or whatever you want to call it. I enjoy the profile. I enjoy the way it vapes. To me, nothing beats it in flavor. It's the most flavorful thing I've ever vaped in my whole damn life. But that's me. But both them RDAs are solid RDAs. Texas City, what's good? Kevin Williams, thank you very much. I greatly appreciate you. I really do. Gregory Brown said, not yet on the variant. We know you're going to get to it, man. We know you're one of them drop fans out there. You know, we respect that. We do. Vapors Odyssey says the Profile Unity is my favorite version. Thank you. I appreciate that. Greatly appreciate that. Got some pretty cool vape mail this week. So a lot of really neat things come across my desk, and they're not major things, but they're very neat things to me and things that I'm very proud to get. Talk about this one for a second, if we can. Matter of fact, I'll just hold it back here. See, I ain't got to hold it. I don't know why I hold it up here. I just hold it back here. Can you see it? Peacemaker, version 2. Squid Industries, Eric Buss. I like what he did with this. I do. It's not the first time we've seen it, but I like the way he did it. I like the way it's implemented. Eric is highly respected in my book, and his whole company is respected in my book. What they stand for, how they conduct business, and the way they've conducted business over so many years, I respect the hell out of him. A lot. And I like seeing the trend of those, like sub-ohm tanks. Sub-ohm tanks has never really gone anywhere, you know, but people are like revisiting sub-ohm tanks. I like that. I'll just hold it back here like this. Bam. It's a tall tank. It is. Especially with the included drip tip. It's pretty tall. But it looks beefy and tough. You know? Look at this. Threaded top cap. Big kidney openings. And I dropped it. Bam. Big kidney hole. Fill ports. I'm going to hold it on the bottom and open that up. The coil system you see in here, we've seen it before. It's just a smart baby beast tank. Mesh coil included in that. But that's about the only thing that's normal in this one. We've seen this done as well before, but I like the way they've done it. They have this where it can rock with salt mix or high nicotine e-liquids. And the way they do that is utilizing this. I can't remember the name of it. Oh, this is a squid version. I want to say it is the Nautilus coil. Itty bitty sucker. Little bitty banger. But it threads in the top piece. Threads in the bottom. And just screws down. Back this off just a bit. I'm going to do a full video on this, guys. Just going to kind of show you what it does and why I think it's pretty cool. Of course, I think it's cool because they serve two different market aspects with it, or address two different market aspects with it. Maybe I should screw this in first. I forgot to take that piece off. But the fact that Eric even thinks of me to send me his product, like that's pretty cool, man. I appreciate that a lot. Like I said, I've always respected what Eric stands for, what his whole company stands for. When I do the video, I'm actually going to mention the fact that it doesn't give like the company mission statement on the back of it no more. I miss that. But this may be just reviewer sample, so we'll see what retail sample looks like. He's always had his mission statement on the back, telling a little bit about back history about Squid Industries. Shit. Solid dude. Now you can fill this up and rock it with Salt Nicks or High Nick e-liquid. And while we're talking about vape now, I don't know if you guys can see that. Matter of fact, watch this. Banging. Banging, banging. Love it. It is the Peacemaker Volume 2. Version 2. Volume 2. Another one. We'll get some pretty dope shots of these put up on the gram. Another good, beautiful looking piece. Guy's just very, very talented. Hybrid drip tips. Got stabilized wood and acrylic in there. Love the way he done that, man. Very, very classy. And I got to give a special shout out to my brother, man. Hope he's out there watching. Amish, man, thank you so much. He's the guy that put me on to him, told me about him. I actually ran into the gentleman in the UK, and we got a good chance to speak there, but I'd have never known about him had it not been for Amish. Shadow Link Vapor, I believe, is his Instagram handle. It is. It is a Peacemaker version 2. John Durdick, can you do a show and tell when you get the knockbox? Negative. Negative. That's not going to happen. Why? Because I don't want somebody to feel like they're missing out on something or anything like that. I have commitments already made for the knockbox. I had no clue about the knockbox and what they were and the whole following behind them. I just happened to stumble across at a good time and scored one, and I'm very pleased to do so. But I am a very, very avid believer that I can do a lot of things with that. I'm not broke. I'm just cheap as hell. What am I drinking? I'd be lying to you if I told you. Mrs. made it. Malibu and Dr. Pepper. Yes, most definitely. Just right place, right type, right time kind of deal. But truth be told, I'm not retaining the knockbox that I won. I was made a very, very substantial offer that I just couldn't pass up. The well-being, and I just think of all the things I can do with that instead of retaining just one. And coil image correction, I do not have 3 billet boxes. Chapman is rightful owner of all 3 of these billet boxes, and we went through that story earlier. You just missed it on Discord. And I want to give this open invite to anybody watching this video. Feel free to join us on the Discord. We sit in there, we chat, we shoot the morning, everybody. Well, it's 11 p.m. here, and it's good morning to him over there. But without failure, he jumps in, shoots shit with us, cuts up a little bit. We had a birthday this last week. Bad Mother Trucker, happy birthday to you, man. Young man turned 30 years old, I believe, maybe even 29. But very, very happy birthday out to him. Good dude, damn good dude. Yes, ID Voca, we talked about this, and he mentioned this to me, and we talked about it. And we said, okay, we're going to do this. Topic: how will designers adapt to the restrictions in the U.S. and change designs to cater more to the international market, or will they? I think that is something that a lot of American designers are looking at. And the reason why the American designers are looking at it so heavily is because the U.S. market share of global impact, like what the U.S. does designer wise and what we show and what they're doing, the rest of the world follows. So the American designers and manufacturers and collab teams and so forth, they are all looking at that as to how they're going to change and how they're going to swing to be able to accommodate a global market. Joker, it is an open Discord, my friend. It is. How are people going to adapt and accommodate to that? And the only way that the U.S. marketplace designers and influencers and creators and reviewers and anything like that can fully understand and embrace that is to go be a part of that. You have to embed yourself in that marketplace. It's like a stock market. You have to start researching it. And it's not something you just pick up and start researching that day. I mean, better late than never, but the further ahead you can be, the better off you'll be. You have to understand the market share in which you're targeting, what they like, the trends that are there, because where we may be on another trend. Sorry about that. Little man in there acting crazy. But I got to do my spot. That's a daddy. But what I'm saying is you have to understand that the market trends and the waves of things are going. Where something may be hot here, it may not be hot there for another 3 months, 9 months. It's how quick it picks up and the time lag between what was here to there. And if the United States market continues with the restrictions that are being put upon us, as a designer, you have to say, don't start thinking about it now. You should already be thinking about it. You should already have game plans in a row and your ducks in a row to understand other market shares and what they are doing and the life cycles there. Reach out to viewers and friends that you have in those regions, different regions all around the world, of course, and even tap into the sales records of the companies. What was sold in these times, like 2 years ago, 3 years ago? Let's see the sales record. Okay, so they went to squonking after the polls came out. 6 months after the polls came out, or 9 months after the polls came out, we started to see an incline in squonk sales in the Indonesian market. But they didn't pick up on the dual battery squonks. They stuck to the single battery squonks. Follow things like that. Or they didn't pick up on mouth to lung or restricted mouth to lung until after this product. And you can sit down and you can actually graph it and chart it and start building records as to what is what. And are we facing trying times? You're damn right we're facing trying times. It's going to be very, very complicated. And why is it going to be complicated? Because very, very few envision the market that way. You know what I mean? And it's tough because you're brainstorming on ideas. You really have very little time to understand other market shares and aspects. But with proper planning, you can have a proper execution and excellent performance. Like that. That's very, very key. I look forward to seeing the changes that are coming about. I would love to see a complete lift in the U.S. where they say, you know what, we're not going to approach you guys. We're going to take it easy, But the reality of it is, it's probably not going to happen. I mean, it's not the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. Aaron Autry, good evening. Good evening to you as well, sir. Thank you for tuning in. I appreciate you being here. You know, Zach Hawkins, when we said we hope pods go away and we hope more RDAs start coming out, yeah, you see that. But look, Squid Industries, he's onto something, because if somebody comes from a pod, they may not know how to build. So the next market share is going to be a sub-ohm tank. You're going to see things like the Homage, the Peacemaker version 2. You're going to see that life cycle come back again. And why is it coming back again? Because it has to. Now, for the sake of maintaining the industry, that market share has to come back to life and come full circle again. Some people don't respect it to that level. I personally do. Am I still using the Mech Life Ratel? I have used it time and time again. Not really so much as of lately. Understand too, there's certain products that I will use and continue to use for a long time. One being the top side. Top side, hands down, it's my go-to piece. I'm a bottom feed squonker. Like, I like to squonk. Love to vape that way. It's my preferred method of vaping. I've been enjoying very, very good products, such as a clutch, also from Signature Tips, Dove Pole. Let me grab that. And I didn't even have a vape. I sat down to do this without a vape, and that's piss poor preparation on my behalf. Therefore, my performance and execution will be piss poor as well. But the top side, baby, RDA for vaping, on the clutch, just right red. Yeah, that's the thing, guys. If you want to do me a favor, every time you see a red mod up, hashtag that, just right red, just right red. It's a whole movement. We're going to make it happen. Yes, Melissa, we understand that Connecticut's about to get slammed with some bans. Let's talk. Never give up hope. And two, remember, you have friends all around. I've said it before publicly, and I know there's other people out there who have made it very clear as well. If you have questions about them, make sure they can vouch for them. Somebody can cut for them and say, yeah, it's a legit person. They'll do what they say. If you have a problem getting what you need, I have no problem playing middleman. You know, how do they know I'm not shipping you a battery tester? You know, or how do they know I'm not shipping you O-gasket lubricant? We don't know. You know. There you go. See, ID Voca. That's what happens, guys, when you join the Intergalactic Hemoist Forces. You get stuff like that. The 7 P's of management. Proper prior planning prevents piss poor performance. That can only come from one of the supreme, utmost respected, high-ranking generals in the Intergalactic Forces. Intergalactic Hemoist Forces. Man, I can't even say it. That's why I can never join it, because I can't even say it. Good deal, Bob. Glad you're enjoying the barrage, man. The barrage is a banger. And on the clutch, I bet it looks good. I didn't even think about that. The barrage on the clutch, I bet it looks good. Oh, man. And guys know I'm just giving ID Vocal a hard time. I respect the hell out of him. Him and Alex. Matt Cowell's in here as well. Coil Image, Lopez, Chappie, Mr. Vindicator, Minor. Dude, those guys right there. Minor, you know what? And all love for Minor. Hashtag sweet cheeks in the comments, please. Hashtag sweet cheeks in the comments, please. That's for Minor. That also came from Mr. Hemo Image. ID Voca. Yeah, Coil Image, you're Hemo Image. You're not Coil Image, you're Hemo Image now. Good deal, man. Glad you ordered that Axial Pro RDA. That's really, really good. It's a banger. It's a damn banger. See, look at all that. Hashtag sweet cheeks. There you go. Understand now, guys, with the impact of the sicknesses that are going on in China, we're feeling it now. But we're not feeling it just in the vape industry. By no means. Don't think we're the only ones that suffer when China goes down. We're feeling it all across the board. Across the entire every thing you can think of is hell, liquor shortages because of the sicknesses that are going on in China. You know, and I ask you guys that if you're a religious belief of any sort, you believe in a greater power than just than yourself, I ask you to pray to whatever God it is you pray to for well-being, caring hand and protection, healing, and discovery to a solution to the problem that's at hand in China right now. We pray for them. We do. Our folks down under, you know, we pray for them a speedy recovery as well. Stephen Taylor, bear with me 1 second. I believe if I looked in the video, I should have showed if it had a squonk pen or not, but yes, it does. It does have a squonk pen. It does. Oh, Miner says I'm number one. Hey, Miner, you're number one in my book too, buddy. Gotta love that guy. Gotta love that guy. Does it have a squonk pins? Yes, it does. It does have squonk pins, Stephen Taylor. It does. Rick Neal, what's up, Joel? How are you, man? Hope you're blessed. Thank you for tuning in. Scuba, my flu won't go away. I've been sick since October. Scuba, I feel for you, my friend. My son was sick last week, hence why I did not have a show last Friday. And he got me sick. And I've been laid up on that couch all week and not feeling good at all. I did muscle out a few reviews. And forewarning to everybody out there that had something coming from me, that received something from me, I Lysol the hell out of everything. I had Kimberly Lysol everything that we sent just to ensure sterilized as well, to make sure that everything was good, because I don't want to get anybody sick, you know. Yeah, Stephen Taylor, I pray as well. You know, I do pray for the entire vape community, but more so than just the vape community, man. I pray for the global human race. I pray that people learn to be better people every day. To say I pray just for a vape community to get better and to get over this gated PMTA, I can't be selfish. I got to say that I pray for an entire race of humans to start living better, to start helping one another, to quit being so judgmental, to quit casting judgment upon others. And this is the way that it's supposed to be, and you're guilty. And no, man, piss on all that, man. We're supposed to help each other. If we can help each other every day, help more than you hurt, man, this world would be such a better place. And I don't think I've said that enough on this live stream very often, especially as my following is growing. But when I started, man, and this is something I live by daily, and that is help more than you hurt. That is help others more than you have been hurt yourself, or you have hurt others mentally, physically, emotionally. Help more than you hurt. If you're hurting inside, help more than what you're hurting. If you've hurt others, help more than you've hurt others. With that mindset, if that spread like the flu, you know how good we would be in this world? It would be an amazing place. It'd be a wonderful experience to get up and step out every day knowing you're going to help somebody. And it's really a crazy thing, guys. It's a euphoric feeling that is unmatched by any drug that has ever been put on this earth. I promise you. I can attest to it. It's very addicting to me, man. It's the feeling of the self-gratification you get from it, of knowing that, man, you help somebody. You enjoy that. But the person that you helped is thankful for your help as well, and they have the mindset as well to maybe help somebody else in the future. And it may not come like that. It doesn't happen overnight. It's a lifestyle change that you have to work at every day. Because, you know, trust me, I drive down the road and see somebody, my asshole gets what he deserves. He cut me off. He had a flat tire down the road, and I come up to him and see him again. The old me would say that, but now the new me, I'll still get over and pull over and help him out. Hey, man, you need a hand? Let me help you out. See what I can do. You know? Rex Vapes. 100% clarity. SQ mod is not my mod. I cannot take credit for that. The credit for the SQ mod, that has to go to the Vapor Chronicles. Brian Erb. Man is a wonderful human being, a brother to me, highly respected in my book. You see that logo on this side. It says Just Right. Yes. But if you turn it around the other way, I didn't put it on this side because I want people to understand this is an SQ top side. The Just Right thing of it, I could have put that on both sides. The guy offered to do it. I was like, no, we're going to do it on one side only. That's paying respect to the SQ name and lineup. And then I probably could have had top side Just Right, etched right here or something. I couldn't do that. I had to leave it and give respect. And if you turn your SQ device over, you'll see Signature Tips, DovePo, a TVC creation. TVC's, the Vapor Chronicles, DovePo, shot out powerhouse company out of China making major moves. And Signature Tips, my brother from another mother, Mr. Shake, the family over there, nothing but love. Powerhouse movers right there right now, guys. Oh, and he may be saying he loves my SQ mod. What's up? Amadeus Builds. Amadeus Builds. Good deal. Good deal. Loving your clutch right now? I love my clutch. I love my top side. Love my top side light. I like my women white. I like my top side light. I like my drink heavy. Never Ford, only Chevy. How you know I'm living good? Peep out the size of my belly. Forgive me, guys. I'm on like cloud nine, enjoying myself. Yeah, Bob Sharkey, DovePo did great with that. But you know another powerhouse move DovePo made? The collaboration with Vapors Cloud. That cannot be overlooked. That is a very, very, very smart move. And you look at the names that are running right now. DovePo, Vapors Cloud are dominating right now. And the hardware side. Unstable connection. I keep getting an unstable connection, which is weird. I haven't had an unstable connection in forever. Joker, man, that's a banger. Darion, 75C. My apologies, guys, for my internet service. I don't know what the hell the deal is with that. Why it's acting that way. It's never... We may have some hiccups. We got bad weather or something, but it's not a typical thing for us to have a bad internet connection. Sean Flanagan, thank you for tuning in. Appreciate you. Circumstance, what's good? If I knew what was good, I'd be happy to tell you. And what's good? Life. All day vape. Broadside stack. Bob Shorkey says little man's using all the internet. You're probably right. He probably is using all the internet. What did Vapors Cloud bring to the table for the Odin? Thought they were strictly mech. The rendering, the design. I'm pretty sure. I mean, you look at it this way, you would think, oh, that's like a Saga, you know, or something along them lines. And if you look at the footprint of the design itself, it has a lot of the Vapors Cloud pedigree in it. You know, when you start looking at it, the button placement, the fire, the placement of the 510, a lot of Vapors Cloud pedigree shines through in that aspect. To give you specific details, I'd be lying if I told you, because I was not a part of that venture. I don't know much about it. I can tell you that Vapors Cloud is making a lot of moves lately, and they're doing very, very good. That's somebody I need to talk to more. It's my fault that I don't. Build quality. Yeah, build quality. Timbers. Where did somebody say Timbers is at? Oh, not much, Minor. Well, thank you for tuning in, Timbers. I appreciate it. We know Minor checks out every day to go watch you at lunch live. He don't even say bye. Timbers live. Minor? You still there, Minor? He's gone. We don't know where he went. But we know he's with Timbers in good hands. Oh, yeah, man. Vapors Cloud has damn nice stuff. And again, the reason why I don't know much Vapors Cloud stuff is because I'm just cheap. I did buy a red Odin. I had to buy one of those. When they released it, I seen the red whenever they announced it. Like whenever they had the prototype, even I seen it. I was like, you know what? I got to get one of them right there. Local shop in town, picked one up, got one in on their order, and he shot me a message. He said, man, have you seen this thing? I said, dude, I'm on my way. Well, I'm on my way to pick it up. I promise. Michael W., thank you so much. I greatly appreciate that, man. I could sit back and answer every comment about profiles over and over and over again, but you know, we're talking about other great devices right now that we got on the market that I look forward to reviewing this week. And typically, like this one out here, and then this put it out there, it's facts. If I don't receive more than one, I typically don't do the video because I want to be sure that I have a unit to test, thoroughly test, and then be able to have a video to talk to you guys about and give you my assessment of it. You know, so what I did for this one was I shot the download video for it the day I got it. So we opened the box, we looked at it, what was in it. I could have been using it already, but I've been sick and I didn't want to use this while I was sick. So I just set it to the side. So when I get to feeling better, which I'm feeling better now, I'll start using it. And then when it comes time for me to shoot the up top video and then the final thoughts part of the video, I'll have a general knowledge of the device. I've used it for about a week or so, maybe two, maybe even longer sometimes. Sometimes it takes me longer on using things to fully understand what it is that it is before me. And the reason I asked for a company to send more than one is I'd like to test one myself and then have one to give back to the community. But in the case of Squid Industries, that's how much respect I got for the guy. I'm going to shoot a full fucking video for it. Other companies may not like that. Well, you did one for Squid Industries. How can you do one for it? Don't like the way the cookie crumbles? Go to another bakery. You know, that's somebody that I have a lot of respect for. Every time he sees me, treats me with nothing but respect. That's a two-way street. So therefore, I give that back. Melissa Simmons, absolutely. Be sure you're tuning into all the videos that come up, Miss Melissa, when you have time, because everybody's eligible to be rewarded with something in the videos. And if not, be sure to sign up for Instagram. You know, like YouTube's real restricted on the way that I can reward people. And they don't even like the word rewards. But you know what? I don't really give a shit what Instagram or YouTube has to say because I care about the community. I care about the viewership. But at the end of the day, man, it's just YouTube. You know, they're dead ass wrong if they don't think I can go to Instagram TV or Facebook Live. And if that shit shuts down, hell, I'll give you my cell phone number. We'll all FaceTime each other and we'll talk that way. You know, there's more than one way to skin a cat. Now, if I had to record the shit on VHS tape and send everybody a cheap ass VCR to watch it on, or dub it on disc or download or whatever, hell, you know, we'll make it happen one way or another. We'll get to it. I appreciate that, man. VHS. What the hell is a VHS? That's nothing, guys. You remember the big CDs that were out? Dude, they were huge. They were video discs. They were monstrous size. They had to wheel that cart in the room and watch it. I remember that, dude. It was nuts. That thing was like, it was huge, like the size of a damn basketball. It's a video disc. Robert, aka Bert, said the Lord's work is never done. If it was done, that means it's the end of time, man. It'd be my happiest day. You know, when we all get to jump in the little red boat. Laser disc, Zach Hawkins. Yes, laser disc. Bob Shorkey. See, now you guys are showing your age right there. I know Zach Hawkins, Bob Shorkey, and Joker have all got to be over the age of 35 years old to be knowing what a laser disc is. Technology has come a long way. Yes, it has. The fact that I can sit here and broadcast out to the world, dude, who would have ever thought? The fact that I can pick up my phone right now and FaceTime somebody is crazy. I don't think we capitalize on that and utilize that enough and realize that in our life that, you know, we're able to. And yes, this is my iPhone 2. Don't let anybody tell you other differently. Small version, iPhone 2. People don't utilize that enough. The ability to video chat and see somebody, that their loved ones, when they talk to them, you know. That's truly something special. Cole Image, I'm older than you, Joel. I know you are, Cole Image. Hell, you're like older than Moses, ain't you? You'd be far off the mark with me, sadly. Third grade, says Joey Elkins. You know, I appreciate that though, because that means I got a more mature audience watching. You know, like that's really cool. I appreciate the heck out of that. You know, it's typically the youngins watching the old heads and learning from them, you know, but now I got the old heads watching another old head. So it's like old heads informing old heads. Hell, who knows, man? Maybe one day we'll all sit down and have like a domino game or something. A bunch of old heads playing dominoes, eating tapioca pudding. I'm 42, been capping for 10. Good shit. Goal Image, we know you're not mature. Joker, respect. I get that. You grew up with your dad being a tech head. That's what it is, man. Smart people think a lot alike. You guys are the smart ones. Your guys are all thinking alike to come watch me. I'm not the smart one. I promise you by that, by no means. Hydrick said 25 here, making me feel young. Man, to be 25 again. Whew, I wouldn't go back to being 25 again. I was dumber than hell back then. Melissa says she's about to be 36, June 5th. 40's creeping quick. Mel, brace yourself. 40 is a whole nother beast. Shh. 40, the beast is in the other room. And it's another beast. DIY or Die YouTube channel. Starting 14 minutes in this video. Everybody please watch this and download and pass this video around. Stephen Taylor, absolutely, man. I mean, it's kind of weird to come in somebody else's channel and promote another channel. I don't have no issue with it personally, but that's like kind of uncouth on a lot of levels. But post away, guys. Do it yourself or Die channel, YouTube channel. I'm not familiar with the channel, but Stephen Taylor feels adamant enough to come in and share it. I would highly suggest each one of you go watch the first 14 minutes of that video and see what it's about. You know, hell, I'll probably go watch it now that you brought it up. Love my 40s. Best decade ever, says ID Voca. Yeah, man. Hydrix, I've been a dad since 15 years of age, man. I know that I had to make the very best decisions I could growing up, but I'm hard headed, man. Like I'm very, very, very hard headed. And if I have a set mind to do something, shit, I'm going to go do it. I don't care if it hair lifts the Pope. He could be standing in front of me saying, Mr. Robinson, that's not a very good idea. I'm like, you know what? Who the hell are you to tell me what I can do? Why don't you practice safe sex and go yourself? I'm going to do what I want to do. You know, it's kind of how I've always been. I will tell you that is not the safest way to be either. When am I coming out with another banger? You know, I wish I knew when I was coming out with another banger. You know, I really do. But only time will tell. You know, I can tell you that I will be patient. All things in due time. I don't force anything. When it happens, it happens. I've been very, very fortunate with the products that have been released for the success of each of the products that have been released. And therefore, it doesn't put me in a time constraint to have a rush to get something done. You know, I know with all the looming stuff that's going on and the China setback right now and the delay in that. But know that I don't ever stop working. You know, it's a crazy thing. You know, I didn't go to bed till like 4 this morning. Got up a little after 6 to get the boys off to school. Been up all day since, moving and grooving, make things happen. Daughter had a flat or hit a curb and tore up a tire or something. It's a long story on that, but you know, went and took care of that and made sure that was taken care of. It's a thing, man. You know, just stay working constantly. Keep your gears grinding always. Time, I can't predict the future. Hell, I can wake up tomorrow and get slammed by an 18-wheeler or something crossing the road. You know, like we never know what tomorrow brings. So therefore, I'm always concerned about this very moment. You know, I hope that the work that I've put out already with certain companies comes to fruition at some point in time, even if I'm not here. Tomorrow comes and I don't come. You can always look at the profile and say, hey, he did that. Come back and watch these videos and be like, hey, he shouted me out in that video. He talked to me in that video. You know, these YouTube videos are time capsules, man. I can't wait till I'm like, you know, 42, 43 years old looking back on this video. I'm like, man, come a long way. I have 2 of the 3. Thank you, Brian. Appreciate that. Guessing he hit his head a lot. Slept in the shower and be gone tomorrow, says Dave Satek. Prime example. I could bust my tail getting out of the shower and be game over. That's a life-changing experience. Chris Chapman says, so next week? Never know. Yesterday's history, tomorrow's a mystery, today's a gift. That's why we call it. That's why it's called the present. Absolutely. You know, that there's an old saying, you know, you can't rewrite history. You can't rewrite history. Don't let them lie to you. You can rewrite history. You know why? Because you're writing history right now. So your decisions to do whatever you're doing right now is writing history. And they always say history repeats itself. So if you lay down a good footprint of what you've been doing, when history comes back to repeat itself, the blessings are going to be twofold on you because you did right. So when history repeats itself, if you're doing right the first time, it's going to be right the second time and the third time and the fourth time and the fifth time. And the only way that can happen is with you. You have the opportunity to change that today. That's a mindset you have to have within yourself. I can't do it for you. Nobody else out there can do it for you. You have to find it within yourself to do so. Guys, we're 54 minutes into the show. I want to take this time out to give a very, very special thank you to ID Voca, Steve Miner, Romaine. I like the lettuce, Romaine. All right. Coil Image, Chris Lopez, Chris Chapman. I appreciate you guys. Dave Satek jumping in today. Bad Mother Trucker, happy birthday. ID Voca. I enjoy you guys a lot. Matt Cow, I appreciate you. All the Patreons that are supporting, I really, really appreciate y'all. I do. None of this is possible without you guys out there. It's not. If anybody tells you otherwise, they're lying to you, man. And to be afforded this opportunity today to be in front of you means the absolute world to me. What comes tomorrow, nobody knows. But I want to make sure I take a time out and thank those individuals for the support they give. You know, I told those guys in the chat last week, week before last, something like that, that I really appreciate them because they help ease the mind, the worries of the minds at that time. You know, the laughing, the banter back and forth, the bullshitting going on. It makes it easy for me, you know. Uh, Went through a lot of stuff with my mom over the last few weeks. I haven't called and checked on her. I'm going to be honest with you. I can't sit there and lie to you and tell you that I called her and talked to her or anything like that. I haven't done so because I ain't strong enough to do so. You know, but she knows that I love her. I let her know that I do love her and that her journey that she's on, the endeavor she's on right now, that, you know, that I support her in prayer every day. And I hope that you guys out there that believe in whatever God it is that you pray to, that you would share a kind word. And not only for my mother, but there's others out there as well. You know, I'm not going to go into names because I'm not sure they want me to go into the names. But no, they're very, very important members of this industry and this community that they're facing hard times as well, you know, with their loved ones. Say a prayer for them as well, you know, that they find peace and answers and solutions to the problems that they have right now in life. Guys, this has been a hell of a journey, a hell of a ride for me. I'm thankful for all of it. Next week, I would like to come in with the 7 P's of management, thanks to ID Voca and the intergalactic hemoist forces. I would like to prepare myself better. Therefore, I can have a better performance for you guys. All right. And I don't know how I'm going to do next week. You know, I know I owe you guys more than what you get on Friday night. I do. And finding that has been tough. You know, I'm not one that's going to call out to everybody and say, hey, man, will you come on my show? Will you come on my show? Will you come on my show? I'm not going to stroke their egos to get them on a show. You know what I mean? I would love to have anybody who would care to join, industry-wise, community-wise, come on. May call in some favors of such, but it's tough for me to call in favors because I don't ask for shit. It's never been my nature. So to call in a favor is like, you know, goes against the grain of the way that I am. But I do thank you for tuning in. Remember, do DIY or Die channel. Go watch for first 14 minutes of an important video. And thanks to Stephen Taylor for sharing that, man. We appreciate that. If it's important enough for you to share, I'm with it. You know? So we'll get that popping. If you see the Discord, come in, chop it up, chat, man. It's an open forum in there, man. It's the name of it should explain everything. If you can't accept a name that's labeled the room label, just go ahead and cash out. It's okay. We don't take it personal. We'll see you back here next Friday. But before we do that, I want to take this time to tell you that if at any given point in time you have ever felt like you are not a somebody, I want you to know that you are a somebody in somebody's eyes, and that somebody is me. I absolutely love each and every one of you out there. You stay focused. You stay blessed. Mr. Just Right One is checking in and checking out at the same damn time. I'm out. Yes, Zoom. If everybody who has Zoom, if you want to jump Zoom, we can do that.